and welcome to Girl Likes Beer podcast, irregular beer reviews brought to you by Girl Likes Beer. We are in Warsaw, Poland.
Hello and welcome to Girl Likes Beer podcast, irregular beer reviews brought to you by Girl Likes Beer. We are in Warsaw, Poland, and this is episode 41. 41. And as you might have noticed, I've already poured the beers. Now, why is that? Well, I started recording the previous attempt of this episode, and the beers were still closed. But I didn't notice then the camera settings were a little bit different, and the recording stopped after 15 seconds because that's the limitations if you take 30 frames per second. Didn't notice, sorry about that. I'm recording the episode again, so hopefully now it will be all in. Sort of a good thing, because in the previous one I was not aware I didn't record the audio at the same time as I was starting, so you wouldn't hear it as good as you will hear it now. Alright, so let me start over. Today we have two beers, which I call anniversary beers. Now, what is an anniversary beer? Well, it is a beer that was made by a brewery, doesn't matter which, to sort of mark a certain anniversary in the brewery's history. Usually the foundation date of the brewery. Now, Carl's here of Carlsberg Brewery was made for its 150th anniversary, which I believe took place in 1997. Can correct me if I'm wrong, because not so good with the numbers lately. And Tuborg Classic was made for 120th anniversary of Tuborg Brewery, which was, I believe, in 1993. Now, Carl's Special is also interesting because it was the first democratically elected beer, because for that anniversary in particular, Carlsberg made 6 special beers. And afterwards, people could choose which beer they found it as most interesting. Tuborg Classic was not chosen because there was no such election in Tuborg Brewery, which, also important to know, is a part of Carlsberg Group since 1970. So those two beers are from the same brewery. Now, since I've already poured the beers, let me evaluate the color. I'll start by telling how the head used to look like after pouring. It was quite dark in both cases and much bigger on Tuborg Classic. Now, the color here is something really beautiful. It's like strong caramel color, I think, right after sugar starts to change into caramel. I think that's what it looks. If you don't over fry it, I guess, overheat it, it will have this color. Now here we have, on the other hand, dark oranges, and I'm not sure if you see if it's orange compared to the sweater, but it really is nice. On the smell note, I'd say this is caramel with a strong malt foundation. And here is definitely strong hops in the smell, but also with mixed with wet seeds of like seeds that you make bread with. I can't get the word now. Let's taste them. Okay, so it's definitely caramel taste in this beer. Mixed with malt, definitely there's a strong maltiness in this one. And what I like about the beer is that it's quite full-bodied. Let's compare it to the classic Tuborg. Okay, so here we have like hops sprinkled with sugar, and we're not in luck today. Okay, so in this beer we are having distinctive hops, but it's sort of sprinkled with sugar because it's surprisingly sweet as for the hoppy taste that I was sensing previously. We'll have one more go at this one. Okay, so I would say this one is nice because it's full-bodied, but it's sort of flat. I mean, just get the caramel and maltiness and nothing more. Here, what is cool that is a mixture of hops and sweet taste with a bitter kick in the end, so it makes the beer much more interesting, according to me. As for rating goes, I'm sort of puzzled, and was when I was trying to record it for the first time, because both beers are very good. I mean, I like them a lot. But since I was kind of wondering lately that I might be overrating the beers, I will give them 4 beer mugs, but like it's a strong 4, 4.5 even, although I don't know how to count the little beer mugs pictures that I put in the reviews, so it will be a strong 4. Alright, that's it for this episode. I wanted to remind you it's only 4 episodes left to go in this season. After the last one, I will have a little break. I'm not sure how long yet, so I could come back with good and fresh beer reviews for you guys. Follow me on Twitter and on Facebook, and hope to see you soon on the following episodes of Girl Likes Beer podcast. Have a beer, save the economy!